Hey, Dean here. How are you doing today? I want to thank you for stopping by to check out my review video for a product called Viper Cache. Now, this is going to go live on the 11th of May at 11 a.m., 11 o'clock in the morning. If you're on my YouTube channel and you want to see my review for it, which you see on the screen behind me here, then click on that link that you'll find down in the description down below. I'd also appreciate a subscribe. Click on that subscribe button and the little bell icon, and that's going to notify you anytime I put anything new up on my channel. And if you could give me a like, if you like the video, if you could like it for me on YouTube there, I'd appreciate that as well. As I say, Viper Cache is going live on May 11th at 11 o'clock a.m. And what it is solves a problem, okay? Well, first of all, I need to tell you that Viper Cache is not one of these, is not sexy, okay? It's not one of these programs or these offerings that you seem to find every time you turn around lately, where no matter what it is, they've got 3 simple steps, quote, 3 simple steps, okay? They're going to solve all your problems. Viper Cache is going to help you with a problem, but there's no 3 simple steps involved. In a nutshell, Viper Cache is going to help speed up your website tremendously. Now, if you're here on my review on my website over here, click on any of the red buttons here, and when you do that, it's going to take you over to the sales page for Viper Cache. And there's some interesting information here, things that you need to know if you're not aware of it. These are, by the way, these are Google's figures. Speed is a traffic killer. More than 50% of visitors leave if a site takes more than 3 seconds to load. How long is your site taking to load? Something to think about. If it takes more than 3 seconds to load, more than 50% of the people who might come to your website, who might buy from you if they did come to your website, are never going to make it. They're going to be gone, okay? And what's even scarier down below that is 79%, almost 80% of the people that are trying to come to your website to see what it is you're talking about or what you're offering, almost 80% of those people are going to be gone if it takes too long, if it takes more than 3 seconds for that page, for that information to come up. You know as well as I do, we're so oversaturated with information and things that are bombarding us every day now when you're online that you get blind to things. You just get you don't care if it's not going to pop up right away. I mean, I'm the same way. If it doesn't want to pop up right away, I'm gone. I'm off to something else. And that's these statistics prove that. Okay, and I'm sure you're the same way as well. So you don't want more than 50% of visitors or more than 79% of people coming to trying to come to one of your offerings bouncing and just disappearing because your site's too slow. Viper Cache is going to start out at $17 on a dime sale, and what that means is every time they sell a copy, the price is going to go up by 10 cents until it gets up, if it does, up to $97, which is going to be the cost of the product after the launch. So get in early and get it cheap. $17 is super cheap for this. Now, if you're on my review page, like I say, come on down. I'm going to have the video that I'm making right now is going to be sitting right in here when this is done. Come on down. What I've done is I've scraped some of the information off the sales page, put it in my review here because there's some interesting information and worthwhile information for you here. It integrates with anything you can think of course. Now, it is a WordPress plugin. So if you don't have a WordPress site, then obviously it's not going to do you any good. If you do have a WordPress site, I'm assuming that you know how to install a WordPress plugin. If you don't panic. It sounds complicated and all techy and everything, but just go on over to YouTube. You're somewhere on YouTube and just search for installing WordPress plugin. You'll find out it's very easy to do. You can do it in about 60 seconds or so. Maybe 2 minutes, maybe not just 1 minute, maybe 2. But anyhow, it's really easy to do. So don't let that bug you. But come on over to my sales page. There is a demo of a Viper Cache working both before and after it's been installed. I was going to make a demo like this, and I found that they've already got one. They're going over to GT Metrics which is a site that does nothing other than measure the responsiveness or the speed of other websites. So if you're not aware of it, it's good to bookmark that. Go over to gtmetrics.com and bookmark it, because you can test your sites, not only your entire site, but you can put in the URL for any particular page that you might have on your site. For instance, your offer page for something that you're promoting. But if you want to take a look here, come on down on my page here. This is before I installed Viper Cache. On the left here, you can see that I had a rating from GT Metrics of E. Out of 100%, I had a 42% performance rating. This is terrible. I mean, 1.2 seconds asset load speed. That's not the total load speed of the site. After I put in Viper Cache on the same website the same day, 5 minutes later, I installed and activated Viper Cache, went back, put in HTTP, Noble, MR, etc. Got a rating of A, 86% performance out of 100, with a 489 millisecond speed versus the 626 I had, and a 224 millisecond versus the 1.2 seconds. So I would say, as I've mentioned here, that is a very dramatic improvement. Okay, so Viper Cache does what it says it's going to do. Now, you notice this 86% here. That's pretty darn good. I'm offering you 2 bonuses, all right, with Viper Cache. And both of these bonuses I've selected because they're very congruent with what Viper Cache is doing, speeding up your website. The first is Surefire WordPress SEO. And the thing with this bonus and the one below it, which is a 8-video course on speeding up your site, both of these are very excellent resources and excellent courses, if you will, on speeding up a WordPress site. A cache is only part of what you can do to your WordPress site to really speed it up and to optimize it for the best performance. And over and above caching it with Viper Cache, if you dig into these 2 bonuses, they're really going to help you a lot and give you a much faster site. And you could easily top this 86% and have just a screaming website. Okay. So again, and not only is Viper Cache going to help you in terms of not losing customers, but one of the things that Google looks for is speed. Okay, these numbers I showed you over here, these are Google's numbers. These are the numbers that Google wants to see. They don't want to see a site taking longer than 3 seconds. Okay, so Viper Cache is going to help you with your, ultimately going to help you with your site ranking within Google, which is something we all want. The easier it is for people to find it, the more likely people are going to visit it, and the faster it loads up and shows them what they want to find out, the more often they're going to come, and the more likely they're going to land on your site in the first place. When you install Viper Cache, like I say, it installs as a normal plugin. You'll have a little Viper Cache logo over here on your menu. If you click that, you can go to Cache Settings, and really this is all you have to do is come over here. This is normally off. You turn it on, that turns on Viper Cache. If you've got a secure site, HTTPS site, you want to turn this on. The rest of these you can pretty much just leave as they are, unless you're really an SEO expert and want to dig into things. But you might let it fix your media sizes. I'm probably going to do that. What that's going to do is going to give you a crunch your media, your images and so forth, so that they load faster, and also give you some preloading and that type of thing. But you can, if you want to, you can just, when you saw the rankings that I had with it, just in the default settings. And the only thing you have to do after you install Viper Cache is come over here to the Settings tab under it and insert your license key, save your changes, and Viper Cache is off and running for you. Now, one thing you can do, and I recommend you do with any caching program, is periodically clear the cache. And Viper Cache gives you a little logo up here, clear out the Viper cache itself. Click on that, say OK, and boom, that facet's done. I recommend you do that every 3 or 4 days or so at the outside. I usually hit mine about once a day, but I tend to be a little anal about that kind of thing. And talking about, last but not least, talking about Viper Cache speed, come over to their webpage. Like I say, they have a nice chart here, a neat chart here that you want to test out. This is Viper Cache in comparison with a lot of its well-known competition. And bottom line, Viper Cache is about 44% faster than any of the other caches you're going to find out there. They all change and vary and whatever, but I know these guys are really on top of Viper Cache, and so therefore I have no hesitation in recommending it. So that's basically my my review of Viper Cache. If you choose to purchase it through my link, I'll say thank you very much. Of course, when you do that, as soon as you do that, the bonuses that I have for you here are going to be instantly available to you over on Warrior Plus. I am promoting it on Warrior Plus. So you go over to Warrior Plus and go to your previous purchases and find Viper Cache and click on that, and it'll bring up a page like this where you can click on the green button here and access your bonuses, which are instantly available to you at time of purchase. Thank you very much. I appreciate your time. Again, if you're on my YouTube channel, please do click that subscribe button and the bell icon. And if you like the video here, give me a like. Thank you much, and we'll talk to you next time.